I'm currently leaving to go buy myself another pickup. And you might be thinking, but Shay, you already have a truck. And while that is true, this old girl I don't think is gonna quite meet the criteria for a big project that we got coming up in the very near future. Don't wanna give any spoiler alerts, but we're gonna need a workhorse and something with maybe just a little bit more room, a little bit more power than this thing. Nothing against this old truck, I love her. We need something just a little bit more. And I think I found a crazy steal of a deal. So I'm gonna pack some tools and hit the road. Here she is in all her glory. What you're looking at is a 1999 Ford F350 Super Duty gasser. Now what's cool about this truck is it's a 1-ton, it's a 4-door, it's 4-wheel drive, it has 152,000 miles on it, and even better, I paid $1,700 for this truck and just drove it an hour and a half home with no breakdowns, mind you. We didn't have any issues. Now, as I said previously, without trying to give too many spoilers, we've got a big project coming up and we're gonna need a heavy duty pickup, something that we can haul and pull. Now the 84 would have done it, but it's kind of a pain with 2 car seats in a standard cab stick shift pickup. And then if there was 4 of us, ain't gonna happen. So we needed something that was a little bit heavier duty, a little bit newer would have been convenient, and could fit the car seats plus me and a wife or friend. So like I said previously, gas or truck, this is a V10 automatic pickup. Got a couple of things we got to fix on this thing. Leaking water pump. Pretty sure there's a U-joint squeaking, going bad. And the tires, they're in rough shape. It's probably gonna need some new tires, but for 1,700 bucks, you can't beat the deal that we got on this truck, even considering all the dents. Probably about one of the ugliest trucks I've ever drug home, but also probably the most useful, especially for the price. So here comes the fun part. Let's get this thing cleaned up, cleaned out, see what we're dealing with, and then we'll get it in the garage and start ordering some parts to get this thing ready to go. Okay guys, new water pump, new coil packs, 5 of them to be exact. That's all they had in stock. So I replaced the 5 hardest ones to get to. That's my theory, my plan of attack. If we still got that hesitation misfire, then we'll start weaning on another 5. But so far that's done. Hopefully our leaks are fixed. Maybe our misfire's fixed. Now we need to get under this thing, change out that rear drive shaft U-joint. It's shot. I'm glad I made it home on it. So let's get that taken care of. And then I got a little bit of a surprise, a little bit of a change for our wheel and tire setup that might also be causing some of our shakes and rattles and whatever. Only me. Ah, shit, Toffee. Oh my goodness, it got it. When all else fails, buy scripts. Boy, that U-joint fought me to death. And it might have got the last laugh because it's a very questionable repair that I just performed back there. But nonetheless, new U-joint is in. So let's continue to get this thing cleaned up and then take it for a little test drive. Maybe even get the new wheels and tires on it. And hopefully we're getting to the light at the end of the tunnel with this thing. All right, fun times keep rolling on the old super dirty. Upon further inspection while putting on our wheels and tires, I have a left front caliper that's dragging pretty good. And the brake pads also look very thin, so I know how this goes. The other one's probably gonna lock up on me after I put new pads on or something. So we got 2 brand new brake calipers for the front, a set of brake pads. Let's just do it while we're in there. And then I've also got a broken shifter. The tow haul mode button is ripped off of there, and we're gonna need that to function. So I ordered a new one of those off the old Amazon for cheap. And lastly, every time I start this thing up, especially if it's been sitting, it doesn't start up on the first try. So we threw our old fuel pressure gauge under the hood of that thing. And as you can see, it's not doing good. Didn't even get up to 30 pounds while it was running. And when I first cranked it, I think it was only sitting at 10 pounds for that first initial start. So I don't know, now we gotta check the regulator, the pump, maybe the filter. I don't think I'm getting that lucky. Let's get in it. All right, shifter's in there, that's good. It actually looks pretty good for a $20 Amazon shifter. And I even put an ignition switch in there too, because that was broke and bugging me. Put a new fuel filter in there though, no luck on building any more fuel pressure. So there's a bunch of options at the parts store. We need to drop this tank, figure out what pump we've got, and let's go get a new one. Hopefully that fixes our issue and maybe a couple other little issues that we were having. I don't know, taking a swing. You know, I don't think I like being my own mechanic anymore. And that's not fuel, that's all water that's dripping into the bed of the truck because my garage isn't big enough to fit it in here. And then it's running out of the bed, through the frame rails, all down on top of me, all over the ground. What a mess. I am really hoping that this fixed my fuel issue, because that was not a fun project. I did not enjoy that. Let's hope. Fuel pump's definitely a lot louder. I'm gonna try it one more time just to get all the air out of it. Honestly not stoked. That's reading about the same fuel pressure I had before. Got a new filter and a new pump. I couldn't imagine the fuel pressure regulator holding it back like that. I don't know, but it seems to be running smoother. So maybe my gauge is off a little bit, but we'll let it warm up and then we'll drive it. See maybe if our little misfire issue's fixed too. Here we are. This is what it looks like to buy a new work pickup when YouTube is not paying you. And this truck is doing exactly what we needed it to do. It's hauling the kids, it's hauling heavy loads, and it's running and driving pretty darn good now. This just goes to show that you can still buy a heavy-duty four-wheel drive work truck as long as you're not afraid of how it looks, and as long as you're not afraid to get your hands a little dirty and put a little bit of work and money into it. All said and done with parts and buying this thing, I'm still sitting under $3 grand, which is a steal of a deal in my area for a four-wheel drive crew cab 1-ton pickup. Yeah, it's a gasser. Yeah, it's base model and it's beat up, but it's got four-wheel drive and it's got air conditioning. It's gonna do everything we need it to do. And honestly, for a 99, 150,000 miles is pretty darn good. Now, I do still need some tires for this thing. I swapped out the wheels and tires. These are a little better than what it had on there, but they're not great and they ride terribly. I don't want to give too many spoilers away, but we got a couple episodes coming up and we purchased a pretty big project. Like I was saying, we needed something that was gonna stand up to what we needed to do. A lot of hauling, a lot of moving stuff around. And I'm here now and I'm getting started. So make sure you catch the next episode to see what we're up to.